Hello student. So we have gone through the various parameter and today we are going to talk about the Psilotum, that is the new pteridophytic structures we are going to discuss today. So here we can say, or as we know that there will be a different pteridophytes we are going to discuss in the earlier lectures, and in upcoming lecture also we are going to discuss about the different pteridophytes. So here in today's lecture we are going to talk about the most important pteridophyte, that is nothing but the Psilotum. Now as we know that it is the most important uh, pteridophyte in the examination point of view. You can see there will be a different questions asked on this Psilotum. Say for example the structure of the Psilotum, or sometimes reproduction of the Psilotum is also you can see in the examination appear as a question. Now the first parameter, that is nothing but the scientific classification or systematic classification of Psilotum. Psilotum is included in a kingdom Plantae and it is having the division Tracheophyta. Then the class in which the Psilotum is added, that is Polyploidopsida. Then order Psilotales, then family Psilotaceae, and the genus is Psilotum. Now this is very basic thing we can discussed in every lecture, that is the scientific classification or systematic classification. And the most important thing is their uh, division. So this Psilotum is added in a division Tracheophyta. Earlier it is known as the uh, Xylophyta, and later on it is act as a, or it is included in the new division, that is Tracheophyta. So this basic classification of Psilophytum tells or gives a clear-cut idea that Psilotum includes in a kingdom Plantae. So it shows the characters of plants, then division, class, order, family and genus. These are given for the Psilotum. So after upcoming to the next parameter, that is the classification, and after classification we are going to talk about the structure of Psilotum. So Psilotum is a genus of fern-like vascular plant, commonly known as whisk fern. So now you can see the sometime question will ask in a MCQ, that is which fern is known as whisk fern. So Psilotum is the answer. Psilotum is commonly known as whisk fern. They lack true roots. Leaves are very reduced and smaller in size, the stem being organ containing photosynthetic and conducting tissue. There are only two species in a Psilotum. So this basic information gives us an idea that Psilotum is a fern, then it is known as a wisp fern, then it lacks root. Instead of roots you can see there is a presence of rhizoids, and the leaves of these Psilotums are very small and they are reduced in their size. The stem being the stems the being organ containing photosynthetic and conducting tissues. There are only two species in a Psilotum. Now in detail when we talk about the structure of Psilotum, you can see the Psilotum mostly resemblance to Rhinia. So branched structure you can see, and other sporangium is also there. So mostly it resemblance with the Rhinia. And Psilotum is a small shrub-like plant that grows in tropical and subtropical region where the humid or humus structure is present. So Psilotum loves we can say the humidity. The plant body is sporophyte and differentiated into underground rhizome and aerial branches. So there will be only two structure, rhizome and the aerial branches. The rhizome develops rhizoids for water absorption and lack leaves and roots. Or we can say the rhizomes are the underground part, and it will produce the root-like structure for the absorption of water. Aerial branches arises from rhizome and bear small scale-like leaves and sporangia borne in tetrad on the short stalk in axil of bifid leaves forming syngenium. So you can see there will be a branching pattern or a particular type of branches appear on the rhizome, and that will produce a small scale like leaves. There will be absence of large number of leaves, but the smaller size of leaves are also present, and along with these leaves you can also observe the sporangia in a triads on these short stalks in a leaves or axil of leaves. So this is nothing but the basic structure. So here you can see the small lower, you can see there will be a presence of rhizome, and this rhizome will gives rise to a branching pattern, a particular type of branching pattern that we call aerial branch. And on this aerial branch you can see there is a presence of leaves that is very small in size, and these leaves, when the plant become mature, will gives rise to a syngyanium or syngium. So you can see here there will be a synangium appears or produced on the matured plant of the uh, this particular portions. Now moving to the part that is structure of sporophyte, how the sporophyte of the Psilotum will seen. Here you can see the so when we talk about the structure of the sporophyte, external structure is there. The sporophyte, that is the plant body, is well differentiated into a slender rootless rhizome and in an aerial shoot. So rhizome and the aerial shoot, these are the two most important part of the Psilotum. Now rhizome contains mycorrhizal fungus, and it is covered with hair like rhizoids. The branching of rhizome is dichotomous or bifurcate, we can say. Some of the dichotomy may become erect and developed into green aerial leafy shoot. So rhizome itself gives rise to a leafy shoot or aerial shoot. Now this rhizome will gives rise to aerial shoot. Aerial shoots are either pendant or erect. The branching of aerial shoot is strictly dichotomous. So at the end of each branch you can see there will be a bifurcation, and that's why they produce a dichotomous structure. On this dichotomous structure or stem there will be appearance of leaves. The aerial branches bear on the upper part small scale like appendages, that is leaves, arranged in 2 to 3 rows. So this is nothing but the structure of the Psilotum. In upcoming lecture we are going to talk about the reproduction in Psilotum. So to understand this concept you may need to read this or watch this video 2 times. So here we stop with this today.